Okay, so there it is. Welcome everyone to our second town hall for the month of February. As usual, today we're going for our regular agenda with some updates from the DAO committee, Facilitation Squad, some quick updates for the Ambassadors program, and as usual, grantees showcasing their work and some updates from the Grant Support Squad. After all that, as usual, we will have our open forum section, and some community members already requested me a space for showcasing and sharing some ideas about different projects. So that's how it's going to be today. So I think we can go first with the DAO committee updates. So I'll pass it to HP.
Good morning. Um, so this week we swapped some mana. We swapped about 1 million mana for $500,000. We reactivated the DCL Brazil vesting contract following the request from the Ground Support Squad. We revoked it, Decentraland following their own requests. We also vested 3 grants, DAO Governance Squads, Advanced Documentation on DAppCraft, which is, I believe, the first bid on tendering that passes, for a total of $250,000. That's about it. We also funded the meta transaction server with 2,700 Matic, I believe. Yeah, that's it.
Thanks a lot, HP. So it seems that everything it's okay, everything on track. Good to know. Nice updates. Uh, okay, I should go then now with some facilitation squad updates because there are no significant updates from the governance squad. They are just as usual maintaining the platform, fixing some bugs. The platform has been unstable lately, but more because of snapshot issues than the actual governance stuff. But yeah, that's like the main thing that's happening right now for the governance squad. Uh, I'll go now with facilitation squad operational updates. The first one and most important, I believe. Well, I say everything is important always, but the first one is that the RFI fourth round is closing this Monday. Actually, it's already closed officially a couple of days ago. But since we only received one questionnaire about linked layer one wearables, we're going to extend the time till Monday. So if you have any questions, any like uh, issues or topics or something that you would like to deep dive to have deep dive answers from the foundation, this is your opportunity. After this, they will have, as always, a certain amount of time to respond these questionnaires, and then we will kick off another round for RFI. In terms of working groups, I already set some placeholders for next week. Um, we already have a BP distribution working group session this week. It was a really productive one. A lot of community members joined. eBay and Gino were there also helping with the facilitation. So thanks, eBay, for being there. And again, a lot of community members shared a lot of ideas on how to redistribute the BP, how to balance the system. If the question was also, hey, should we like reboot the DAO? Should we start from zero, start over, reshuffle again, or should we build on top of the current system, of the token weighted system? So those are really interesting discussions. eBay is right now working on the summary for that session. Fractilian's editing the recording for that session, so you will have access to them as soon as possible. But it was a really productive session, and the idea is to keep having those on a bi-weekly basis But for next week, we will have first a financial planning open session, probably happening on Tuesday, and a grant program restructuring open session happening probably on Thursday. So we'll keep you posted about that. Remember to visit the DAO community Google Calendar, where you will see the placeholders. They are, I believe, all created in the Discord too, but if not, we'll do it after this meeting. So yeah, we'll keep you posted about that. Regarding, well, I'm going to share, not going to deep dive on each one of those, into each one of those, but I'm going to share some proposals that we've been presenting these last couple of weeks. Uh, Sorry, I'm going to delete the embeds. But yeah, there are a lot of proposals about a lot of topics. Sorry, I'm trying to modify this. There it is. Sorry. The first one is about revoking or invalidating grants due to self-voting, meaning that if someone votes on their own grant, that grant should be invalidated or revoked if that's the case. The other proposal that we presented, it's the moderation handover pitch proposal for obviously handovering moderation to another professional team or another group of members of this community to moderate the forums and the Discord and to enforce the code of ethics. We're presenting probably the tender proposal by next week. So if the timings are right, we will have a selected team before the end of our grant, of the Facilitation Squad grant. The other proposal that we presented is the tender proposal for hiring an SDK support team with a technical liaison. That's a big deal, at least for me. I think it's really important to, well, obviously for you to vote on that. Still the voting isn't open, but if you have any feedback on that, if you have any comments, the proposal is open. The last one is the implementation pathways and clarifications for the grant freeze. So as many of you know, the grants program has been freezed. Only platform grants are still able to be requested, but as that proposal wasn't clear about the timings, about the scope of the categories and everything, we decided with the author and the other core units to present another binding proposal to clarify those aspects. So that's being voted right now. I invite you all to participate and to leave your comments and to vote yes, hopefully, on that. But yeah, that will be pretty much all in terms of operations for the Facilitation Squad. One last update about strategy comms. Just sharing regular content, collaborating with Foundation, creating content, and helping to to amplify social content from creators and grantees, and currently scheduling two brick by brick sessions for the following weeks. So that will be pretty much all for Facilitation Squad. Sorry for taking too long as usual. I believe now I can pass it to Canessa for Ambassador Program updates.
Good morning. How are you guys? Can you hear me okay?
Hey there, perfect, loud and clear.
Thank you. I'm more used to Twitter, so the microphone button, my screen was minimized. I had to search for it a little bit. So sorry to keep you in suspense. But hello from the Ambassador program. We had a good month with a couple more events on our schedule. And so we're excited to kind of have more every time we have an event, we have a little bit more feedback of like what works, what doesn't work, what kind of people we're bringing in. So this last month, we had Scat Lionrock, our ambassador from the United Kingdom. Really excited to see her connect with the University of Reading and Henley Business School. Some of you know Dr. Fabio, who's kind of joined our community and made some connections here. They did a really cool like co-joined event where they brought students with business and marketing into Decentraland and had Shelly Van and Tang Poco show them around. So that was really neat to see them at their computers coming into the world. Dr. Fabio is conducting research, which is really cool, on the metaverse, and he's interviewed, I think, 50 people. So if you, he might be done with those, but if you are interested, reach out to Scat Lionrock or Dr. Fabio, because that is going to go into a peer-reviewed research paper, which is really cool because, you know, a lot of people voice concerns that there's not a lot of actual like legitimate documents out there for the metaverse. And so his might be one of the first. So please check that out. The next event that we had was in Japan. Hankos and Kenji held a conference with some real life event or like real life meetups. So some of these people met for the first time in real life, and they made some plans of what's coming up in the future. There's Meta Tokyo is one of the brands that has another collaboration with the Tokyo Metropolitan Government. So that is kind of a cool thing that they're bringing in. And then hopefully through the ambassador program, we'll see more connections and making those alignments with the people there. Let's see, the next one after that is today, Serena Ellis, in about an hour, less than an hour, is hosting an influencer event live in Dubai. And then it also has the Decentraland component. So if you look in the events page in Decentraland, you can check that out. Go, you know, click, come on in, speak with the influencers. It's really neat just to see our ability to communicate and interact with these people across the world, and hopefully show them around and show them, I don't know, show them our fashion maybe. Like here's what we got. Let's see. After that, we've got Atrevinato on the 24th in Brazil, Sao Paulo, and that is going to be at the World Trade Center complex, and geared towards metaverse enthusiasts, Web3 crypto enthusiasts. So that one's going to be also really interesting to see the connections that are made. So again, it's we're in this iteration of the program, we're really targeting diversity. So we've got, you know, students in the UK, influencers in Dubai, metaverse enthusiasts in Brazil. I think at the end, we're going to be able to look at the metrics and kind of really pick apart like which clientele, which demographic had the most, you know, hook and like came back and actually stuck with it, so that in the future we'll be able to, you know, kind of streamline and target our audience. Let's see, Metaryuk just recently let me know about another opportunity that's opening up for him because he's an ambassador. I'll kind of speak like high level on that, and we'll talk more about it as it goes along. But I think it's worth noting that the title of ambassador does open up not just these events, but other possibilities, and kind of puts your foot in the door to speak to other people, you know, that otherwise might not make that appointment to speak with a person. So really excited for that. All other events are in the stage of being planned. These are the official ones that are on the board. So there are other events coming, just nothing, you know, I want to wait until it's official to actually, you know, speak on it. There were questions, you know, in the DAO Discord last week about the funds and how they're being spent. And I just want to invite anybody, if you have questions, please, this grant more than any other, I believe, belongs to you, the community. And if you have questions, if you're wondering where the money's being spent, how it's being spent, who's it being spent on, please, you know, I invite that conversation. It is also all transparent on the blockchain. So in the grant, every month we update it, what's been spent. But sometimes it helps just to have a personal narrative breaking that down, because each event is looking very different as of now. So thank you so much for their time. If anybody has any questions, I'll stay up here and do my best to answer them.
Ambassador program on fire. Really loved how everything is going. Really love how the ambassadors are getting more enthusiastic with everything. So yeah, really happy to hear that. Really happy to have you here. And yeah, happy birthday, Canessa. Forgot to mention that.
Thank you.
So if yeah, you had a great event yesterday. or was it the day before? I can't recall, but I saw some pictures and it was really awesome. So congrats and happy birthday.
Thank you, thank you. I think our community can use a, a boost like that. We could use a good party right about now.
Totally, totally. It's always useful. Okay, I have one question actually. Is there a place or s- several places, I don't know, where people can like be informed about the current events that the ambassadors are driving or where they are participating? Is that on the Discord channel, in the forums? Um, will be nice to know that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good question. And somebody asked that. And it's as we're creating this program, like trust me, it's a learning process. And we're like, oh yeah, we need that. So that is a good question. I can absolutely see a need for more transparency and like more predictability. I think that these events are coming, and so I'm hoping that we can have it amplified through, the main Decentraland Twitter page. But if that would be helpful, I'm trying to think of the most streamlined way that we could do it. And it seems like we do need some kind of, I don't know, another Twitter account, like an ambassador Twitter account. Um, I will do better at posting in the DAO Discord. However, I think that's just going to be, the few people that check in the individual thread. If anybody has ideas of how to amplify it, it does seem like it needs one place to be centered. So, yeah, well, I'll think about that. I want it to be easy to find. I don't want to spam, the channels, but at the same time, we're learning about, since everybody's doing this in their own way, it's kind of, I do need to find a way to kind of funnel it into one clear way where people could come in, ask events, even, possibly give feedback or questions ahead of time. So, this is the pilot program, and like I said, we're learning as we go. Some some lessons have been easier than others, and some were like, oh wow, yeah, like this one, we got to figure this one out. So yeah, I will let you know. I will have a solution before next time. I can guarantee that.
Perfect. I brought this here because I was going to offer you to post in the Discord events and in the community calendar, the Google Calendar, the events that people could access through like video conferences or stuff that people could participate without being in that place, or maybe conferences that are happening uh, in physical places too. We could schedule them to create awareness, and if people is around there, could join. And the same with video conferences. So yes, let's keep in touch about this, and we could totally amplify and potentiate this thing and the events that the ambassadors are promoting or the ones that they are participating.
Yeah, thank you. That would be very helpful. And just a reminder, the next one is in 40 minutes, and that does have a Decentraland component at Serena Ellis's event. So I agree. I think that the more that we can uplift, and amplify each other, the more that that's going to help. And I think that awareness coming from, the main Decentraland account, I think it'll start at the top, and then, hopefully we can amplify after that. So thank you.
Excellent. Okay, thanks a lot for those excellent updates. And now we can jump into the Grant Support Squad updates, and then we are going to inaugurate the open forum section. So for the Grant Support Squad updates, I'll pass it to Fifi.
Hey, how are you? How's everyone? This is Fifi from the Grand Support Squad. I have just some news, and then we are going to see Innkeeper video, Innkeeper. So let me start. First of all, I want to say that we are really sorry that Decentraland they canceled their proposal, so they returned all the money to the DAO now, but we hope to see that proposal again in the future. Also, I want to say that there are a couple of projects that are ending. Dark Dungeon, DCL Edit, and DCL Brazil ends this month, and also Ninja Builds and ChatGPT. They're also finished their grant, and soon in March, Mortal Show will finish their grant as well. As you remember, I told you a couple of town hall ago that they are creating a race card that is going to be open source for everyone that want to create a game. So I will invite you all next Tuesday to their testing session. I think will be super fun. We are going to have the opportunity to play a game all together. So please go to the link that I put it in the chat and see you there next Tuesday to test Motor Show race. So also onboardings. Okay, we have 4 onboardings. They are still pending. They are on hold for now because we are waiting for the result of the implementation freeze. So let's keep putting your insight in the proposal. Also, we want to listen to the community, but until we don't have a clear implementation, we decide that those 4 implementation grants, Soul Magic's 600 poster to boost Decentraland, Face Moon, and retroactive grant for more. We are waiting for that. If they are going to be on board or not, we are going to wait for the implementation results. But there was one onboarding pending on our side that it was Web3 Sport that in the last 15 days, Pablo and Tino from the Grand Support Squad, they worked really, really hard to help this grantee to understand better the project and also to understand what implication this project might bring to Decentraland. So after a lot of work, we are ready to onboard them. So if you want to know more about that case, I put the link there. And as Pablo comment as well, that those are the 4 other grants that are still pending. If they need to talk with us, we already contact them through their proposal. But if they need to have a conversation, or maybe they want to cancel the proposal and return the money, or something like that, anything that they need, please contact us. Well, take a look to the Web3 Sport new project. So that's it from our side. Let's see Innkeeper. So let me share my screen.
Hey guys, I'm Dean. So I'm basically the nerdy tech guy. I'm in charge of making the 3D models, the coding.
I'm Marco.
And this is Marco.
And I'm the cool music guy. I'm actually in charge of booking all the artists and making sure all the shows go as scheduled.
And get the physical venues, which you've been seeing on our stream so far. Thanks to Marco here. We've been able to go 2 years every Tuesday and Thursday without stopping, which now at this point is like, we really can't mess that up.
To track our grant spending, we made a real-time dashboard that shows all the payments made from our multi-sig. This is the multi-sig we use to withdraw funds from the DAO, and then we send to our artists and other payments that we use as specified in our grant. The categories from the grant spending are also broken down so you can see exactly which payments are in which bucket. Now, if you want to check our updates and see where our numbers come from, you can see in the events, each tab will have an attendance tab, which shows all those who attend the event, including those who are new, such as those who haven't been seen in the past 60 days. In addition, we also have a gallery which shows all the posts that we made, and including sometimes a YouTube video. And you can also check out the artist profile who performed. You can see their past performances and also the payments that we've made towards them. Made possible generously by the DCL DAO.
Stream ended. I don't know if that was supposed to happen. But I don't have the video right now to keep sharing. I don't know how much time uh, left from that video. So if you can tell me that, will be great. Okay, great. If you can share that, will be nice. Um, so okay, there it is again. I guess Fifi is reconnecting. There it is.
Hi, I am on. Hi, I am Omar, the co-founder of Rest Label. I want to show what we are building here with the help of Innkeeper and Decentraland DAO. This is our little recording room. This is our rehearsal room. Other place. This will be the room for streamings. And it will be the room for 2D and 3D artists. There will be PCs and notebooks. Let's go to other place. This will be the second recording room. Now it's the old music stuff is here. Thank you, Decentraland.
Hey there, I'm sorry for that inconvenience, but I really love this project. So thank you, Jolly Green, for sharing the news. This will be also uploaded to the YouTube from Decentraland DAO. So if you want to make questions to them, they are here in the chat, or you can contact them in their Discord channel as well. So thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Fifi. And yeah, congrats to the grantee, and really liked the backstage thing. I believe this should be at least a starting point for all grantees, with artists and performers, or maybe other type of grants, to start tracking, to start being more transparent about this. So this is a great tool. This is huge. I don't know if this is open source, But if it's
We
not,
already talked about them. I made the same suggestion to them, and they are thinking about it on ways to share their work. It's not open source, but they are thinking on how they can do it to help other grantees as well. And yes, it's super great to keep track of the project in their backstage. I put the link there.
that will be nice. Yeah, if it's not open source, like to find a way for other people, other grantees to use this tool will be nice. Kudos. Really, I really appreciate these kind of contributions. So that will be pretty much all for the updates from committees and squads and the ambassador program. So I guess we can jump into the open forum section. As I mentioned already, a couple of community members already reached out to uh, talk and to share some thoughts and projects that they have on their minds. So I'm going to invite them to the stage. I already invited you, Nico and Mr. E. You should accept to join the stage, and then you can share whatever you want. In the meanwhile, again, this is a space for everyone. So if you want to share some comment, thoughts on anything that we've been discussing during this meeting or anything that comes to your mind right now, obviously about Decentraland, be my guest and join the stage. Here it is. Here we have Nico.
Fitz, hello. Not me, Yaroslav, MRV.
Yep.
Invite my colleague
Yep,
Yaroslav,
I
okay?
invited him, but he's not accepting, it seems. Maybe he can try leaving and joining again the stage. Oh, there it is. So now you're on mute.
Yeah, hold on a second. Hey, it's me, Mr. V. Yeah, glad to see and hear all you guys here. As you may know, I'm working in meta ads. Me and my team are working on performance marketing and advertising platform for the metaverse. Our project was born and started with Decentraland like 2 years ago, and we have developed a really cool solution. And I think it's time to make it like an open source for Decentraland community. So I would like to introduce our product, strategy, research about the Decentraland. I will try to make it real quick. And I don't want to take much of your time, so I want to go live, if you don't mind, guys. And I want to share the presentation with you. So right now you see a brief team intro. And what I would like to mention that we have got like a 20 years history in IT
I'm going to
development.
interrupt you. I'm not seeing anything. I mean, I'm seeing just a screen with Discord.
Oh, really?
I mean, I'm
Hold
just
on a
seeing your
second.
Discord. No,
Yeah, I got
nothing.
it. Got it. Sorry, man. Sorry.
No
Yeah,
problem.
right now, you see it all?
It's loading. So let's give it. Yeah, now I can see that. Excellent.
Nice. Thank you very much. So as I already told, like 20 years of IT development, great experience in blockchain, and of course we are trying to reshape like industries, with decentralized technologies. So we have conducted like a small research about Decentraland advertising environment, and I wrapped it all. So Decentraland has several advertising operators such as NFT Plaza, AdShares, Wow Billboards, MetaViews, and many others. Also, Decentraland has got a lot of analytic tools developed for landlords, and I really appreciate it. However, they all face a common challenge. It's a fragmented market, and we understand that fragmentation of technology, where analytical tools and platform developments operate independently of advertising solutions, this can impede advertising primary tasks, yes? And moreover, lack of advertisers and advertising standards make it even harder for vendors to do their jobs. So another point that the Decentraland total visitors traffic may currently be around like 50,000 visitors per month. Yeah, but we are in MetaAds, we are confident in its growth potential. Through our calculation, we have determined the approximate size of the Decentraland advertising market based on this traffic, so you can see it on the slide. And as a result, we have decided not to compete with existing operators for the already small traffic. We decided to make our platform as an open source solution in order to provide a reliable alternative for landlords, for these vendors, and of course for the advertising operators. By offering a standardization and the ability to connect third-party DSP providers. We want to ensure uninterrupted traffic from advertisers. This results in a stable and predictable source of income for landlords and, of course, for the creators. Now I will briefly tell what our platform can offer. And it's really comprehensive suite of tools, including advertising placement, inventory management, on-chain, off-chain analytics, customer journey maps, heat map tools, and of course, content personalization. Yeah, right? Our approach, it really simplifies launch and management of the advertising campaigns. And now we want to expand the database of advertisers through partnership with DSP platforms. Right now, we are focused on making basic improvements to our technology and plan to offer it as an extensive open source solution, as I already said, yeah? And this will lead to a new source of income for Decentraland DAO and will provide Decentraland with tier 1 advertisers. For us, it is also very important that both landlords and DAO can earn. So we completely removed our earnings percentage and proposed to make distribution of the earnings stream between landlords as the main traffic providers and decentralized DAOs, so they can support the services as well. The figures on these slides are approximate, so we suggest you to decide how these earnings will be distributed. In conclusion, our project contributes to the ecosystem for platform improvement, align with goals to attract new users and add more community value. So our technology simplifies ad placement, making Decentraland attractive to brands and creators, and of course, fostering the growth. So that is why I'm asking communities to support us and help us in our research to improve our products and make it available to the Decentraland community. All you have to do is fill out the survey. It will help us a lot in our work and will be a great argument during our negotiations with DSP sites to create a flow of advertisers to Decentraland. I will provide a link for the presentation where you can click on the images to follow the links, fill out the forms, and try out our solution. So thank you very much for your time. And if you have any questions, I'm ready to answer them. You can DM me, you can send me messages, always here. And thank you very much for listening to me.
How much it will be cost to implement your solution? Is it free for Decentraland or not?
We are thinking to make a proposal, and we need, as I already told, that we need to finish some tools, especially concerning the CPM and CPC models. So we are thinking about 100,000 USD. Probably. We haven't decided yet, and we are still conducting our survey and research. And also we think another point, we think that the open source of solution can help, to grow really fast and to solve the issues of Decentraland. Yeah, thank you very much for your question.
Yeah, actually, I also thought about the idea to make an aggregator for Decentraland, like made by DAO, maybe through bidding and tendering, which will give the percentage to the DAO. But we have currently not so much people, but actually we can prepare for that at least. Yeah, so I have a quick update. So we submitted finally a strategic proposal to create a framework and plan for the DAO to have the ability and process and templates to every year to conduct meetings where strategy will be set and all the areas of the interest, such as financials, platform, will be covered and set up by the community. Maybe it needs some like improvements, but it's in draft stage, so we are waiting for more broader feedback, consensus, and overall. What do you think about this proposal? If you have any questions and ideas how to improve it, just let us know. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Mr. B and Lorelike. First of all, thanks, Mr. B and Nico, for sharing this project with us. Again, reminding all here that this open forum is a space where you can share some thoughts, insight, inputs, and even if you want to pitch a project and to get community feedback on it, this is the place. And thanks, Lorelike, for bringing that. I'm really sorry that I forgot to mention that during the Facilitation Squad updates. But yeah, I really appreciate all the work that you have done, like putting together that document that basically condense every single meeting and everything that we have been doing during last year in terms of strategic planning. So yeah, this proposal that Lorelai presented is about having an actual roadmap and actual milestones for the DAO to to fulfill and to reach in terms of feasible milestones. So yeah, it's time for the community to start taking this more seriously. I'm not going to say that we should be more like a company or a startup, but we should definitely adopt some good practices in terms of project management and planning to get a more solid foundation, pun not intended there, uh, for the DAO. So thank you all for joining. I don't know if anybody else wants to join the stage and share something, pitch a project, ask questions. Okay, then I think we'll start wrapping up this meeting. As I mentioned previously, we have a couple of meetings coming next week, open sessions for different working groups, such as the grants restructuring, another one for financial planning. So yeah, we'll keep you posted about that. Please check the DAO community calendar and the events here in the Discord. And that will be pretty much all for today. So thanks for joining. And yep, let's keep in touch. Bye bye.
Bye.